Billie Eilish tried to give fans hugs and got rejected instead. Before I get into the tea, I just want to put out a disclaimer. Please do not send any hate to Billie Eilish or anyone else involved in this story. This video is simply meant to report on the news and give some insight on the situation. On November 22nd, Billie Eilish was called out by a group of people after leaving Jimmy Kimmel Live's studio.
We're not signing, guys. We're not signing. Let's go, Billie.
She later posted an emotional Instagram story to clarify what happened.
Yesterday, I was at Kimmel, which was amazing, and when I left, I had to go to a rehearsal, so to walk to the car, there was an alley that I walked through, and like 500 feet to my left was a group of fans, and then like 500 feet to my right was what I thought was fans and paparazzi.
Billie said she first walked to the group on the left to hug and take pictures with them, and the only thing she didn't do was sign autographs.
Didn't sign anything because I don't do that. It's something I don't do because I used to, and I realized all anyone did was sell everything that I signed, so I stopped doing that. It was kind of like a policy of mine that I don't.
She said as she got closer to the group on the right, she realized they weren't actually her fans.
As I got closer, I kind of realized that it was pretty much all paparazzi and eBayers, which is what we call people that just take my signature and sell it and couldn't give less of a about me at all.
Billie didn't want to be disrespectful, so she still tried to hug them.
And I started to do that, and nobody put their hands out. Nobody tried to hug me back. Then I tried to walk like a couple feet across from where they were, not where the first group was, but like in the same area that I was in, because I thought that's where there were fans, and when I looked over there, they were gone.
She said as she walked towards her car, the group started to boo at her.
They kept being like, Lord would have stopped. I'm like, I did stop. I walked 500 feet. I walked like 1,000 feet to come and say hi to you and give you some hugs, and y'all are booing me and calling me a little. I'm like, bro, I'm 17. Oh my God, this is, whew.
She said she prefers to make more personal connections with her fans.
I'd way rather get a hug and talk to you than take a picture with you and sign something so you can sell that. Like, I don't do that, and I tried to make that clear like 1 billion times, and I said it before I went over to them.
At the end of her Instagram story, she called out the men who were aggressive towards her.
And to the grown men that booed me and called me a little, I hope the best for you. I hope you can find someone else that you can use to make money off of and belittle. So, yeah, all the best. Love you, paparazzi.
After watching Billie's Instagram story, several fans were upset and called the men parasites. I heard about the paparazzi. What a bunch of parasites. You are right not to feed the animals. I would take a hug over an autograph any day, Billie. If those so-called fans booed you for not giving autographs, then they aren't your fans. It really just proves they were only there for your autographs, not you. Grown men begging for autographs to sell on eBay who then boo and a 17-year-old girl sounds okay to you because she's famous, she should have thought about it. Hell no. Other people said Billie and other celebrities should learn to deal with the treatment. Part of the life of being famous, they gotta learn to deal with it. They don't like it, then they should have thought about all that before pursuing a job in music, etc., and being in the public eye. When people get famous, they act surprised when they get treated like one. You gotta have thick skin when you become famous. Complain all you want, but jerks will be jerks. That seems to be the end of the situation for now. So, what's the big issue? The rise of autograph dealers who stalk celebrities for their signature and sell them for a living, and the emotional toll of stalking on celebrities. In Billie's Instagram story, she said that not signing autographs became a policy after realizing they were sold online. According to Entertainment Tonight, with the introduction of eBay and other auction sites, it's no wonder many Hollywood stars are reluctant to sign fans' memorabilia that's likely to go off to the highest bidder. These Hollywood stars include Emma Watson, Shawn Mendes, Chris Pratt, Paul McCartney, Tobey Maguire, and more. According to journalist Adam Bloodworth, 90% of people at celebrity events are autograph hobbyists or dealers. They might admire some of the celebs they get autographs from, but mostly, getting a signature is an exercise in box ticking. Get the name, try and get it again, then post the pic on eBay or send it on to an autograph dealer ready to be sold. In a Vice article, Adam interviewed an autograph dealer named Ian who said the practice is big business. As everyone knows, the business world can be cutthroat. There will always be collateral damage at a premiere when it comes to fans/non-dealers missing out on getting their photos signed by their favorite actors, but this is just the way it is, in the same way that every other business has its own pitfalls. NBC correspondent Joe Lane Kent said the demand for celebrity autographs is so high that it's become a $2 billion industry. In a Today segment, she revealed the cost per piece for some of today's biggest celebrities. Taylor Swift, $250. Madonna, $1,600. J.K. Rowling, $3,100. As for celebrities who have passed away, the cost is significantly higher. Elvis Presley, $6,000. James Dean, $28,000. The Beatles, over $43,000. Adam said over the last decade, autograph dealers have become more aggressive, and some pile onto vulnerable collectors with rough language. A recent example involves actor Tom Holland when he was leaving a television studio in New York. Things took a terrifying turn when a young woman who goes by the moniker Nameless Cass on Twitter nearly suffered a panic attack as the graphers pushed her against a barricade. In a series of now-deleted tweets, the young woman detailed what allegedly happened. She said her neck ended up against the barricade because 30 men were pushing her from behind. Tom came to her rescue and threatened to throw their posters on the floor if they didn't stop. Earlier that day, he politely asked them to behave, but neither of them listened until the situation escalated. Other examples include actress Renee Zellweger being called a because she didn't sign multiple photos at the premiere of Judy, actress Rebel Wilson getting stalked so much that she asked people to stop, model Keely Hazel being aggressively chased down Hollywood Boulevard despite being polite. People are so hungry to learn more about selling autographs that there's even a website called the Autograph University. It was founded by marketing professional Matt Raymond, who started the site to share his insights and reveal a rare side of celebrities. In a blog post, Matt lists the most common questions that people ask him. How are, insert athlete or celebrity name here's, signing habits? Why do current celebrities or athletes have such lousy signing habits? How do you track down athletes and celebrities using Twitter? So you can see, some people rely on selling celebrity autographs to support themselves. In Billie's Instagram story, she talked about being bothered by the autograph dealers. While she remained calm at the time, she was visibly upset when clarifying what happened. Months before, she opened up to Rolling Stone about another serious incident that left her traumatized. The profile said, "A few weeks ago, she came down with multiple rashes, and a doctor said it was her body's way of telling her she was exhausted and needed to rest. Recently, her family's home address leaked online, and 3 fans showed up in a single day, including a creepy older guy who'd driven all the way from San Diego. For a while, they had a bodyguard sleep in the living room." In her interview, Billie openly talked about the price of fame. "I have a job that doesn't allow me to break down. I can't go cry somewhere. I can't go scream and be mad. I have to work." She's not the only celebrity who's speaking up. In an interview with Today, actress Scarlett Johansson shared one of her recent experiences with paparazzi. "I was followed by 5 cars full of men with blacked out windows who were running red lights and putting other drivers and pedestrians at risk so they could follow me to find out where I was staying and subsequently stalk me and my young daughter for the duration of my stay. The paparazzi put people's lives at risk. All of this is perfectly legal." She was referring to Princess Diana's passing in 1997 after paparazzi chased her car down a tunnel, causing it to crash in a concrete pillar. Following this experience, she said it was her duty to encourage others in a similar situation to ask for help. Women across the US are stalked, harassed, and frightened, and a universal law to address stalking must be at the forefront of law enforcement conversations. Until paparazzi are considered by the law for the criminal stalkers they are, it's just a waiting game before another person gets seriously injured. According to Psychology Today, the press is the #1 source of stress for celebrities and their families. Their reactions to stress include depression, loss of sleep, crying over nothing, bad moods, lack of concentration, stomach problems, paranoia, their children acting out and misbehaving, overspending, lack of trust, self-hatred. According to a study, celebrities are 4 times more likely to take their lives than the average American. Media studies professor Jib Foles said celebrities are placed on the same pedestal as heroic figures, including military, political, and religious leaders. They are delivered to us as perfect human beings. We look to them as ideals, and that gives us orientation, but the burden falls heavily on them. There's an argument to be made that stars aren't paid nearly enough for the cultural service they provide. A therapist, whose office is across from the entrance to Warner Brothers Studios, said celebrities understandably become more protective when fans swarm, track, or target them obsessively. They'll buy burglar alarms, cars with tinted windows, guard dogs, bodyguards. Some of them even border on paranoia, like the stars who have 4 bodyguards with them at all times, even on a movie set, and change clothes 5 times a day. It's a fine line. You've got the upside, where celebrities have the freedom and opportunities to go places and do things that bring them wonderment and joy, but their boundaries are constantly being pushed back, physically and mentally. Billie didn't deserve to be treated the way that she was, especially since she's only 17 years old. Celebrities do not have to sign autographs. They choose whether or not they want to sign, and they should be respected for their choice. Being a celebrity can be difficult sometimes, but no one should have to tolerate name-calling and risk their personal safety over refusing to sign autographs. What do you think of this story? What do you think about autograph dealers? Let me know in the comments below.